All right, I'm back for another reading, but I'm not going to read from my own book. I'm going to read from a pulp legend, one of the best writers working today, a man who probably needs no introduction, but I'll give it. Anthony Neil Smith. Look, I'm going to be honest. When I first started looking at the crime fiction canon back in 2010, started reading all the work, um, one of the first guys I gravitated towards was Anthony Neil Smith, if not the first. And without him, people like him, um, people like me wouldn't have a place to publish. So, um, not only am I really appreciative, I'm completely in awe of his work as it continues to come out. Um, but yeah, I'll stop there. That's all the pats on the back I'll give. I'll just read from the work. The question though is, what do I want to read from? Stone IPA. It's the good stuff. Um, yeah, what do I want to read from? And it's actually a tough choice. He already read from Slow Bear, so you can find that if you want, wherever you can want to find it. Great book. I found this one. No, we won't go there. We won't go there. What else? This one? This one? This one? This one? This one? This one? This one you want? Huh? 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 Hmm. I like this book a lot. Uh, I got one more. I think I'm going to read from another book. How about this one? Oop, there it is. It's a good book. Or go really, really, really old school. Huh? Huh? Hmm. Maybe I got something else up in my sleeve. Yeah, different book. How about this? Let's go there. All right, here it comes from Yellow Medicine by Anthony Neil Smith. I don't often read from Kindle, so bear with me. But here goes. Actually, I should say this. In no way is this the best scene in the book. It's not even my favorite scene. To me, it just represents the main character, what he's about, without. Well, it's understated, so I'll just leave that where it is. But here goes. Listen, I swear I never touched your wife. That was the booze talking, I promise. Please, just take me home now. I won't even file a complaint. Sounded to me like you were serious. I want to know what else you two did. It'll be easier to take care of her if I've got a clear mental picture. Billy, for God's sakes, look at me, look at me. I looked at him. His face was chaotic. I never touched your wife. I don't even know who she is. I was very wrong to say that, and I apologize. I'm an asshole. I'm so sorry. Really? I nodded. You sure about that? How would you know which one was mine? After all, if you're fucking everyone else's wives, how would you know? Holka inched toward me on his knees, hit a slick patch that sent his knees flailing wide like a gymnast. He fell into his stomach, craned his neck. There's been a few, not all of them. Jesus, forgive me. Oh, God, you can't be in my business without making a few mistakes. I'll never do it again, I swear. I lifted my gun, squinted, centered my aim on his forehead. I don't believe you. He started to cry, barely able to understand him, but I figured it out. I don't want to die, I don't want to die. Please don't, I'll change, I'll change. I never expected it to be like this. How many wives? I said. Currently, I mean. 2? I slipped my finger over the trigger. No, shit, 2, 2. I mean it, only 2. That was the part I'd been waiting for. None of the bluster. I wanted the real deal. Crouched before the crying, freezing doctor, I said, So tell me, Dr. Holka, who are the 2 married women you are currently committing adultery with, and who are their husbands? He told me as if I were his best friend. I was surprised. One was the wife of a very wealthy man whose family owned half of Marshall, made his money in frozen foods. The other was the wife of a college professor. I didn't know the women, but imagine they must be very different from one another. Interesting choices. He babbled on a bit more, and I let him have as much rope as he wanted. This type of info is what helped build my rep so quickly here, so far away from home. Barely any friends or allies. In the distance were headlights coming fast. Should have paid more attention to the road. I hoped I could get Holka off the pavement before the driver saw us. I tucked away the gun and stepped behind the doctor, helped him up. Sorry about all that, Doc. Sometimes I just lose my temper, especially when I feel my chains being jerked. You were jerking my chain, right? He nodded, or maybe he was just shivering. I didn't care. He was on shaky ground those 4 steps back to the cruiser, nearly falling into the back seat. The headlights are right on us now, and the electric company truck swept by, creating a vortex of snow and wind that stung my eyes. I closed the back door, got into the driver's seat, cranked the engine. I rolled up to the cottonwood turn, got up to speed. Silence from the back seat, except for Holka's wheezing. Remember to let me know which street it is. Hard to see in this snow. I caught a whiff of something sharp. Sniffed the air to make sure. Doctor, did you just piss your pants? He said, in the most pathetic voice I'd ever heard, I'm sorry, sir. Like I said, being feared was a wonderful thing.